Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope we all are good, doing well, right? So I had told you all to read about the biochemistry cycle and all, right? So आज मैं पूछूंगा बीच में, I'll be asking you all questions about the biochemistry cycles and all. So I hope that we can answer them well, right? And I hope my screen is completely visible now to all of you all. So आज हम लोग खेलने वाले हैं एक और गेम as usual. It's my lecture, so obviously we will play a game. Without a game, my lecture is incomplete. And the game name is Guess the Drug. So you have to guess a drug's name by this particular pictorial representation, right? So we will be playing few games today, right? But before that, let's start with today's lecture, जो आज हम discuss करेंगे. So today I will be showing you all one table for Cognosy. So I'll be sharing this PDF with you all. You have to completely, whatever is given in this PDF is of importance from Cognosy point of view, right? So आप right जैसे इसमें classify है. So glycosides, the different kind of glycosides present, anthraquinone, cardiac, steroidal, right? So you can see over here. I have already taught you all well in the previous session about all the drugs. So इसमें all the drugs, stramonium, datura, cinchona, pilocarpus, है ना, alkaloid, glycoside, volatile oil, terpenes, flavonoids, resins, podophyllum, turmeric, everything. Subcase synonyms, everything is given. So you please go through this table. It will be uploaded on the drive link that is previously shared with you all, right? So I hope that we can go through this table, है ना? So it includes chemical test as well. So जैसे chemical test, what is the result and what is the conclusion? Conclusion तो सब में same ही होगा, right? That presence or absence. But observation is important, right? So which color, red, blue, white, green, so that you have to know because that is very important. So all this complete table will be provided to you. So please go through this table and may there is uses. So you have to skip this part. It's not that important. You can leave this. But I've added it because if somebody has already done with the session with the drugs and if they want to do anything else, तो वो कर सकते है ना. Next, so this was few of the important notes from that, right? Then also one more PDF that I want to share with you all is Amit Verma. So this is a very good book for NIPER, but for GPAT also there are few concepts that you can read from this book, right? So what is this book for? So if anybody is aiming for NIPER, JEE, so you should bring this book or you should learn from this book majorly. इससे काफी questions आते हैं. In the previous paper, there were 7 questions from this book, right? So I hope that we will read about this book. So this is a way in which you study organic chemistry. You write the name of reaction, then you write the reactant, then you write the product, then you write the intermediate, and finally, if there is any specific result, है ना? So ऐसे एक table बनाओ and इसमें से I will be marking questions अभी for you all for which are important name reactions. तो वो आपको करने ही करने हैं. You cannot skip those name reactions. Like the first is aldol, then we have antester. So now ketene. There are 4 types of this thing that are formed intermediates. So you should know the names of those intermediates. Nitrene, ketene, carbocation and carboanion. So I hope कि आप लोग पढ़ लो उसके बारे में. Nitrene, ketene, carbocation and carboanion. So in which reaction does anybody know nitrene कौन से reaction में होता है? Anybody who knows can tell me. Can somebody please tell me nitrene is in which reaction? Do you have you all heard about nitrene? Yeah, it will be sent. It is uploaded on the drive already, dear. I think so, but we'll check once again. Right? Nobody knows about nitrene. Have we heard about reactions like Hoffman bromamide, Curtius, Schmidt, Hoffman bromamide, right? So क्या वो reaction में nitrene बनता है? Isocyanate nitrene is formed. Please go through this, okay? So similarly, I am marking reactions for you all. Please study those reactions. Aldol is first. Second is your antester. Third is your Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. So it is, this nothing from outside this table will be asked. Ye table a complete package hai for your name reactions. So ek bar once you have done this table, I don't think anything will stop you. Reactant, product, intermediate, reagent. reactant, product, intermediate, and catalyst. That's it. This is all you have to know. Then the third one is Bamford, Stephen, and Shapiro. Then next up, we have Birch reduction, just where there is generation of free radicals as intermediate here. Then I was talking about carbocation. Jitne bhi condensation hai na, always remember, they are all having carb anion. So you have benzoin, aldol, canizaro, perkin, है ना? All those condensation, they mostly have carb anion as the intermediate. So this is a trick by which you can remember the intermediate's name as well. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Okay. So Beckman is the next reaction. Beckman में again there is acidic medium. अब medium भी जरूरी है. You should be aware about basic medium, acidic medium. So acidic medium is for Beckman's rearrangement. है ना? So this is very important. Like Clemensen. So Clemensen में there is which medium? Is there zinc amalgam HCl or hydrazine ethylene glycol? Zinc amalgam HCl or hydrazine ethylene glycol? Can somebody tell me Clemensen में क्या है? Can somebody please tell me what is there in Clemensen? Yes. Bhool gaye. Everybody has forgotten. Yes, very good. Zinc amalgam HCl is present in Clemensen. While Wolff-Kishner mein we have hydrazine ethylene glycol. So ye important hai. This is asked frequently. So you should be aware about this, right? Medium. So एक बार बस reagent के नाम and medium देख लो. That is surface. Canizaro obviously. Canizaro में remember one term CCR. What is CCR? Canizaro में concentrated reagent and there is redox reaction that happens. Canizaro concentrated redox. Aldol में ADS or SAD. Aldol is SAD. Self-condensation, aldol and dilute alkali. This is a major difference between Canizaro and aldol. Self-condensation, aldol, and D for dilute sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, whichever is available. So, Canizaro and aldol को ऐसे पढ़ो. Chichibabin is widely used for pyridine. So, pyridine के synthesis के लिए you use chichibabin in the presence of NaNH2. है ना? Claisen and Claisen sigmatropic rearrangement दोनों important है. एक होता है one is Claisen condensation, other is Classen's rearrangement. So rearrangement में there is presence of double bond and it is a sigmatropic rearrangement है ना. इसका उल्टा हो गया देखा. Did you see this? The double bond shifting, that is why sigmatropic rearrangement है ना. Have we heard about another name reaction which is similar to this? Anyone who can tell me जिसमें anybody who knows Diels-Alder reaction सुना है हमने? Diels-Alder. Have you heard about Diels-Alder reaction and conjugated dienes? Diels-Alder reaction and conjugated dienes. Yes, we'll upload. Don't worry, dear. Diels-Alder reaction. Please note about this reaction as well. It is very, very important. Next up, we have Curtius rearrangement. So we use acyl azide as a reagent and nitrine, जिसका मैं जिक्र कर रहा था. I was talking about nitrine and isocyanate, right? So it is used in Curtius. It is formed in Curtius. Then Cope's rearrangement is called as 1,5 dimerization reaction. 1,5 isomerization reaction. Okay. 1,5 isomerization reaction. And it is a regioisomeric dyne. Regioisomeric. There is different terms: stereospecific, stereoselective, regiospecific, regioselective, and regioisomeric. What is it? Abhi currently you don't have time to know, understand. Just rut low. That is the only thing that you can do for now because there is less time for GPAT, so it's difficult to understand. Huh? But only this concept will come, that regioisomeric will come in which reaction. So you should know that. Dakin's oxidation. So in this there is peroxide as a reagent and there is formation of a catechol. Catechol group is present in which drug? Catechol is present in which endogenous hormones? It is present in which endogenous hormones? Can somebody tell me catechol? Have we heard about catecholamines? Have we heard about catecholamines? So adrenaline, noradrenaline, they are all catecholamines. So in Dakin's reaction, there is formation of a catechol ring, right? Diekmann's condensation. In Diekmann's condensation, there is usually formation of a cyclic ketone. Whenever we talk about cyclic ketone, so Diekmann reaction आना चाहिए because it is an intramolecular rearrangement reaction, intramolecular condensation reaction, right? And this is important about Diekmann. Diels-Alder, जो मैंने mention किया, we have conjugated diene and a dienophile, right? We have conjugated diene and a dienophile. So you should know about this as well. Next up, Fischer-Indol. Aman sir has already taught you all in his lecture about Fischer-Indol, right? So I hope that we know. Next, we have Fry's rearrangement is important because Fry's rearrangement, there is formation of a acyl phenol in the presence of a Lewis acid, like aluminium chloride. You should know about Lewis acid. Very, very important. Anna, please don't forget about this. I hope we will remember. I hope we will remember. Right. Next up, we have Favor-Sky reaction. Favor-Sky rearrangement is again, but isme there is a reagent alpha haloketone. We have heard Garbavina a halo, so that halo is alpha haloketone, and there is formation of acids or esters. Please note base, acid. When there is a base, where there is an acid, you should know this very well, thoroughly. Next up, Gattermann-Koch reaction. Gattermann-Koch reaction is widely used for synthesis of aldehydic compounds. So benzaldehyde is one of the aldehyde form, and you use COHCl as a reagent with carbene as a intermediate. With carbene as an intermediate. Do we know Reamer-Tiemann reaction? Does Reamer-Tiemann reaction also consist of carbene? I hope we will remember this. Whenever we talk about carbene, it is present in Reamer-Tiemann reaction as well as Gattermann-Koch. Right? So there are different intermediates that are formed in different types of reactions. So you should be well versed with those reactions. That is all asked in GPAT. Correct? Moving on, we have HVZ reaction. So in Hell-Wollert-Zelensky reaction, you form alpha haloacids. You form alpha haloacids. Okay? Now this alpha haloacids is formed in the presence of a halogen and red phosphorus. किसके presence में होता है guys? Halogen and a red phosphorus. Red phosphorus and halogen. This all is taught by Aman sir, most of these reactions. I'm just giving you all brief revision of the same. है ना? You just have to note down कौन से reaction. Kolbe-Schmidt reaction in which there is formation of salicylic acid, and in Reamer-Tiemann there is formation of salicylaldehyde. है ना? So you should know about this. Novinagel reaction was once asked. Novinagel reaction एक बार पूछा गया है because it has a methylene group involved with formation of alpha beta unsaturated. अच्छा, if I talk about formation of an alpha beta unsaturated acids, so कौन सा condensation reaction talks about this? Anybody who can answer without options? There is formation of alpha beta unsaturated acids. It is a condensation reaction. I'll give you all 4 options. अगर किसी को तब तक ऑप्शन के बिना आ रहा है तो you can type benzoin, aldol, Perkin, Cannizzaro. In which kind of reaction there is formation of alpha beta unsaturated acids? Yes, can somebody tell me? Nobody knows. Perkin सुना है? Perkin. Perkin में क्या फॉर्म होता है? सिनेमिक एसिड. इस सिनेमिक एसिड एंड अल्फा बीटा अनसैचुरेटेड एसिड. Is cinnamic acid and alpha beta unsaturated acids? Will we remember this? Will we remember this? I hope we will remember. It is very, very, very important. Don't forget about alpha beta unsaturated fatty acids involved in cinnamic acid. Please mat bhulna. Right? Aldol mein do we form acids or we form derivatives? I hope we know about Cannizzaro and aldol. Cannizzaro में alcohol बनता है क्या? Do we form an salt and an alcohol in Cannizzaro? Benzoate, ester, benzoate, salt, and alcohol is formed in Cannizzaro. Am I right? I hope we know about this. Moving on, we have Lieberman nitro. So it is very specific for secondary amines. So अभी कुछ tests है. Like if I talk about Victor-Mayer test, Lucas test. For which functional group they are? These tests are for which functional group, guys? Victor-Mayer, Lucas reagent. Are there for alcohol? सब भूल चुके. You have forgotten everything. alcohol. So like you should know the test functional groups and the test, like fruity smell of ester. Fruity smell of ester किसका है? Is it from acid? है ना? वैसे ही for amines we have Hinsberg's test and Lieberman nitroso test. कौन सी दो टेस्ट है? Hinsberg's test and Lieberman nitroso test. Will we remember this? Will we remember this Hinsberg's test and Lieberman nitroso test? Yes, I hope we will. So Lieberman nitroso is specific for secondary amines. Then we have Michael reaction. Michael is 1,4 addition reaction where there is formation of a carbanion. So please make a note of this. And finally, we have Merwin-Ponndorf-Verley, in which we use aluminium alkoxide as a catalyst. So MPV and Oppenauer already sir has taught you. They are all opposite reaction. One leads to formation of alcohol while the other leads to formation of aldehyde. So I hope we will not forget this. I hope we will not forget this. है ना? याद रहेगा ये? I hope हमें याद रहेगा. Correct? Next we have Perkin. I already mentioned alpha beta unsaturated acid, cinnamic acid, right? In the presence of an alkali salt and glacial acetic acid. Glacial acetic acid and alkali salt. Pinacol rearrangement. Here we form vicinal diol. There are two types of diols, geminal diol and vicinal diol. Okay. So in Marathi, those who I very few Maharashtrian would be there today, but there are two terminologies, geminal and vicinal. I used to get confused ke kaun sa, which is on the same carbon, which is substitution on different carbon. So in Marathi, we have one term, वेगळा, वेगळा ठेव, means to keep separate. So वेगळा, vicinal, तो substitution on two different carbon atoms. While geminal, same carbon atom पे there is substitution. Geminal, same, vicinal, वेगळं. है ना? वेगळं means different. So you can remember whichever way you want to. है ना? So I hope this is clear. So there is formation of a vicinal diol in pinacol rearrangement. Moving on, we have pigment, which is specific for synthesis of warfarin, which is coumarin ring containing drug. So please note about pigments condensation as well. Reformate sky may we use zinc ether and again alpha halo, but this time not ketone, it is alpha halo ester. Alpha halo ketone tha favor sky mein, if we remember. Alpha halo ketone ki jagah we have alpha halo esters. So this is a name reaction, all the name reaction, that words you have to remember. Williamson synthesis, RONA, R-OH plus 2Na gives you RONA, sodium alkoxide, alkyl alkoxide. And then RONA reacts with an group to form an ether. So there is formation of an ether, right? So you should know about this. Willsmere hack is widely used for synthesis of aldehydes. Widely used for the synthesis of aldehydes or formylated aromatic carbons. Schotten-Baumann is very specific for acylated amines. जो name reaction I'm marking, only those are to be done. Rest all don't study much. It's not important. I'm not telling you will not come. It's not that important. If you are studying reaction for the first time, you should study only these reactions. Schmidt, because there is formation of again amines, but from hydrazoic acid. Acids, but from hydrazoic acid. So from one acid, you're forming another acid. But sometimes you also form amines. So from hydrozoic acid, we also form amines. So that is also Schmidt reaction only. ऐसे मत समझो that you don't form amines. So amine के synthesis में also Schmidt is used with nitrene as an intermediate. So we have found reactions with ketene, nitrene, free radical, carbene, carbanion, carbcation. Right? So all your condensation reaction falls under carbanion. In your ketene and ketene में कौन सा reaction था? Which was a reaction in ketene? Can you all tell me? Like nitrene में we had Curtius, Schmidt, Hoffman. Ketene में everybody forgot because it was done long back. 6 बजे किया था ना वो, इसलिए भूल गए. 20 मिनट में. This is all our memory, right? Did we forget? I hope not. I hope not. Please note this. Please make a note of this. Now in this you have again IR ka all. So tomorrow Praveen sir will be teaching you all IR spectroscopy in tomorrow's lecture. So all wave number का range it comes in examination, especially NIPER. NIPER में ये पक्का आता है functional group के इस पे. So you should know which wave number पे which functional group is obtained. Right? Then we have Woodward-Pfizer rule from UV spectroscopy that sir will be taking tomorrow. Right? So different types of detectors in GC, HPLC, all those things will be covered by Praveen sir in the next two lectures, right? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, Praveen sir will be taking your complete analysis. So please make sure you attend. Like examples of nucleophile, electrophile, है ना? There is electrophile मतलब they will have a positive charge. Nucleophile मतलब negative, NN, nucleophile negative. So please note about this as well, nucleophilic, electrophilic charges, because they are asked. Then Hückel's rule of aromaticity. So Hückel's rule is very commonly asked 4n plus 2 pi. Right? So they will ask you how many electrons. Like benzene, how many electrons are there? Benzene, what is the Hückel's rule number? Can you all tell me? Can somebody calculate and tell me, guys? I will start taking names. Akita, Akila, Akshata, Apurva, Bhargav, Chinnu, Chintu, Diksha, Deveshri, Dika. Everybody, can you tell me? Divya, Rohan, can you tell me how many electrons? What is the n value? What is the n value? Formula to have 4n plus 2 pi. Okay, somebody says 6. 6 is the number of electrons. Agreed. So 3 pi bonds means 6 electrons. What is the n value? What is the n value? Yes, we don't know. We don't know how to calculate formula. 1. 1 कैसे आया? 1 कैसे आया? 1 कैसे आया? 1 कैसे आया? How did we get 1? Yes. Yes, 1 कैसे आया? 1 कैसे आया? 3 कैसे आया? Yes, yes, yes. 4n plus 2 is equal to 6. I will show you all how to calculate it. Okay. It has come once in exam. Okay. So the formula is 4n plus 2 pi, right? Pi electrons, so let it be like that. You have to put equal to 7. And how many pi electrons were there? 6. So 4n is equal to 6 minus 2, 4. So n is equal to 1. Right? 3 jo hai, somebody did this. And I used to do the same mistake. 4n plus 2 into 6 is equal to 1. So usko aaya hoga 4n plus 2 is equal to 12. So n is equal to 3. Correct? ऐसे 3 आया होगा. But this is not a right way. Pi electron, हम यहाँ पे pi देख के we substitute here. No, you have to substitute after the equal to sign. So this is a trick. This is a trick of this aromaticity rule of Hückel. Right? So it will be cyclic, planar, conjugated. So this is very common. You should be cyclic, planar, and conjugated. I hope we are aware about these terminologies. Correct, guys? I hope we are fresh enough. College jaake, I hope we are not tired, right? Vishwajit, Vivek, Sneha, Satvika, Sannidhi, Sakshi. I hope we are there. Rana, Prerna, Prati, Neena, Jyoti, Mayuri, Manisha, Isha, Gayatri, Dipali. I hope we are there. Diksha, Deveshri. Chal, let's move ahead. हाँ ये एक टेबल है where you will see carbocation and carboanion. So the magnetic nature difference and the examples. So in which reaction we have nucleophilic, aldol, canizero, Perkin, Claisen, and in which reaction we have E1, SN1, pinacol, these are all carbocations, E1, SN1, pinacol, pinacolone, while the rest are all carbanions, these all. Jitne bhi condensation reaction, as I mentioned, they have all carbanion as intermediates. So please make sure you study these intermediates well. Right, guys? Correct? Correct? Chalo, moving ahead, we have isomerism that I've already mentioned about isomerism, chain, functional, positional, tautomers, metamers. So you should know, it's very less time the questions are asked, very less. So we won't focus upon that. Yes, geometrical isomers, optical isomers, what is the difference? What is the definition? You should know, like they will ask you the question as a definition. And then in option, they will give you all 4 types of isomerism. So you should know the 4 types of isomerism very well. Okay. You should be well versed with the isomerism part. Next up, we have meso compounds. So meso compounds are those compounds that have 2 carbons minimum. है ना? That is one prerequisite of any meso compound. And it is optically inactive. So meso compounds are optically inactive and they have a meso compound and they have a 2 carbons. So please note, even though, and why is it this? Because it has chiral carbon. So you will say that chiral है तो optically inactive कैसे है? Optically inactivity के लिए तो if it lacks chiral carbon तो no, it has an internal compensation. Please note about this. It has internal compensation. Please make sure you study about this internal compensation and meso compounds. Please don't forget this. Okay, guys? समझ आया? Did we get this? Please make sure you learn about this well. है ना? Next up, we have biphenyls. So biphenyls में which type of isomerism is seen? Which type of isomerism is seen in biphenyl compounds? Guys, let me know. जल्दी से बताओ. It's very okay. Atropisomerism, very good, very good. So I'm happy. So please note about this, you know, it's important. So geometrical, optical isomers, these are all types of isomerism. Projections may you need to know, as I mentioned, this chair, twist boat, half chair. This is a wrong sequence, sorry. Chair, twist boat, and half chair. This is the order of stability. Energy का order क्या होगा? What will be the order of energy? Will it be the same or will it be ulta? Will it be the same or will it be ulta? Yes, guys. The energy order will be same or will it be ulta? Opposite, right? I hope we will study this. I hope we will know about this, right? So next up we have nucleophilic. So SN1, SN2, I have sir has explained in detail, right? In first lecture only, Aman sir. So I hope it is clear. Unimolecular, two-step, है ना? So this book say I am teaching you all because you guys rely on PPT, you guys rely on PDF, and you all don't go to books. PPT से we can bring few content from books into PPT, but सारा content तो नहीं ला सकते ना. So make sure कि आपको आदत हो that you study from books only. Books, I know it is very stressful to study from books. It becomes boring. You feel sleepy. PPT are colorful, interesting, but your screen time, but it's waste. You don't study that much from PPT, how much you study from a book. And then you have pyrrole, furan, thiophene. So can you tell me the order of aromaticity? Can you tell me the order of aromaticity? Is it thiophene, pyrrole, and furan? Is this the order of aromaticity? It is a GPAT question. ये GPAT का question है. It has been asked in GPAT. It has been asked in GPAT. लिखा लिखा हमने लिखा क्या एरोमेटिसिटी ऑर्डर तो रिएक्टिविटी ऑर्डर क्या होगा विल इट बी ऑपोजिट ऑफ दिस विल रिएक्टिविटी ऑर्डर बी ऑपोजिट ऑफ दिस जैसे स्टेबिलिटी एंड एनर्जी ऑपोजिट है क्या एरोमेटिसिटी एंड रिएक्टिविटी भी ऑपोजिट है राइट आई होप वी आर देयर एवरीबडी इज स्लीपिंग चलो सिमिलरली सिंथेसिस पाल नॉर पायरोल फ्लिनलैंडर स्क्रॉप ये सब अमन सर हैज taught you all so I hope that I have to not repeat the same thing. This all test, Hinsberg's test, Lucas test, Victor Meyer test that I was mentioning, right? So this all tests are important. You should study about these tests. This table is only for NIPER, not for GPAT. So leave the tables. This table again, I mentioned, I had taught you all about abbreviations, right? And one session I had conducted with CliMed. In that I've mentioned about which abbreviation you have to study. You can go back to the CliMed channel, YouTube channel, and then you can see there was one of my session, right? In do's and don'ts for GPAT and strategy. So you can watch that as well. नेक्स्ट schedules, ये तो मैंने खुद कराया है. I will really beat you all if you all go wrong in any schedule, right from F1, F2, F3 to M1, M2, M3 to M1 part A, B, C, D, E, F. This is extra. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this. This is extra. And this has been asked in GPAT 2023. This is extra part. मतलब G M M may we have two parts like M1, M2, M3 are the classification of schedule M, but there are two parts of schedule M, which is part A1 and part 2. So in part 2 basically you have plant equipment requirements, and in part 1 is major part where you have all A, B, C, D. A is for parenterals, B is for solid dosage form, C is for liquid dosage form, D is for topical, E is for aerosols, F is for all your specific bulk drugs. Bulk drugs. So parenterals, solids, liquids, topical, aerosols, bulk drugs. बस this is one word you have to remember. And ये GPAT में पूछा गया है. Last year ही this was asked in GPAT. Right? Clear है? Clear है? Members of DTAB, DCC, PCI. है ना? I hope 8, 12, 8, 5, 5. Right? There are 18 members of DTAB nominated, elected, and ex officio. So ex officio members are usually Director General of Health Services, DCGI. Then you have Director General of Medical Services, and then you have Director of CDRI. So please note that you should know about this three conditions. Next, you have three categories of drugs: misbranded, adulterated, and spurious. So difference between misbranded, adulterated, and spurious पता होना चाहिए. Misbranded की मैं बात करूँ, it is not labeled in a prescribed manner. It is colored, coated, polished, right? So many girls can relate to this, right? On your wedding day, lots of girls do makeup, bronzer, contour, foundation, blush, and a lot of things, lipstick and all they apply, kajal, mascara. So all those things are polishing, coating on the face. So you're making a girl look good on her wedding day, on her birthday, right? No offense to anybody. So ऐसे ही आप किसी चीज को अच्छा दिखा रहे हो, you're making looks a thing look good. That is misbranding. That thing is not actually that good, but you are polishing it. उसको चमका रहे हो so that it looks good. It is not labeled. Adulterated में it is whole or partly with filthy substances. And spurious is it is imported under the name which belongs to another drug. So suppose if I'm packaging is of diclofenac and I'm selling inside that paracetamol. What is that? You are importing a drug name under another drug's name. That is a spurious. You are being spurious for that, right? So misbranded, adulterated, spurious. You should know. And इसकी definition पे there has been 4 times questions in GPAT. 4 बार this has been asked in GPAT. So definition mat chodo. Don't leave this. Take a screenshot or read from this book whenever it's I think so it is there on Drive. I've uploaded on your Drive link. You can check it now also while I'm teaching. है ना? Amino acids में which are essential, non-essential, dispensable, indispensable. Which ring can be detected by which amino acid? 1000 बार I have repeated. Right? Guanine के लिए Sagakuchi test. है ना? Tryptophan के लिए we have Hopkin Cole test and all. Folencio Caltio test for tyrosine. Millen's test for tyrosine. Polis test for imidazole. Histidine, right? So I hope we will not forget this. See here, it is a test ka table also. This is a very good book. I had cracked my NIPER. If I have able to crack my NIPER, it is only because of this book. I will give credit to this book. I have studied this book thoroughly. All the 160 pages I have studied of this book. So if you study this book, it's good for you. Cofactors. There are different cofactors like Cu in cytochrome oxidase, zinc in carbonic anhydrase, magnesium in glucose 6 phosphatase, selenium in selenium in glutathione peroxidase, molybdenum in nitrogenase. So these are all nitrogen fixation enzymes, right? But you should know about these enzymes very well. It is not present in Drive. Okay, I will send it. I will immediately add it on the Drive. Don't worry. Right? Then competitive, non-competitive inhibition. I've already taught you all. Michaelis maintain constant. Line-Weaver-Burg. अच्छा, Line-Weaver-Burg plot का दूसरा नाम क्या है? What is another name for Line-Weaver-Burg's plot? Guys, Vishwajit, Mayuri, Neena, Parvati, Pavani, Vivek. Very good. Line-Weaver-Burg's plot का दूसरा नाम है? What is another name for Line-Weaver-Burg's plot? Double reciprocal plot, Chintu, Bhargava, Rohan, Manisha. Is it double reciprocal plot? Will this video be also available on YouTube? Yes, it will be available on YouTube by tomorrow. है ना? They will upload it in the playlist. So they have created a playlist on CliMed YouTube channel for all the 17th lectures. है ना? This is my 8th lecture. And I will be taking any questions that are asked. So you should be aware what happened. So that number also there is a lot of questions that are asked, right? So please don't forget about that number because it is frequently asked in examination. Guidelines. So I've already mentioned that are asked quality, safety, efficacy, Q3. Stability studies are in which guidelines? Impurities is in which guidelines? Analytical validation is in which guidelines? Pharmacopoeia is in which guidelines? Biotechnological products is in which guidelines? You should know about all of these. Q1 stability, right? Q12, Q10, Q7 is for strong. हाँ, Q7, Q8, Q9, Q10, है ना? Which one is for what? I hope you all know about this. है ना? Management system किसमें है? Risk management system किसमें है? I hope you are aware. Good manufacturing practices are involved in which. So this all guidelines are frequently asked in examination. So you should be well versed with these guidelines. है ना? Don't miss out on these guidelines. They are asked very common. Okay, right? GMP is 7. Yes, good. So ICH guidelines here, impurities, analytical validation, stability, GMP, specification, biotechnological, है ना? All of this. Then this table, I've already taught you all this table, है ना? Long temperature, long-term studies, short-term studies, temperature, relative humidity, long-term है तो 12 months, intermediate है तो 6 months, accelerated है तो भी 6 months, right? Then who gave the HLB value? Which scientist? Is it Griffin's HLB scale? Is it Griffin's HLB scale? अब ये भी आया था question that who developed the HLB scale. Next, pH scale. Is it Sorensen's pH scale? Is it Sorensen's pH scale? So please make a note about Griffin's HLB scale for Sorensen's pH scale. It is very, very commonly asked. Please make a note of this. Okay. So HLB में we have 1 to 3 में anti-foaming agents. We have 3 to 6 में O by W emulsifying agents. 7 to 9 में wetting or spreading agents. 8 to 16 may we have O by W emulsifying agents. Here it was W by O. Vanishing cream is what? Vanishing cream is what? O by W or W by O? Vanishing cream is what? O by W or W by O? Vanishing cream is what? O by W or W by O? Yes, yes, yes. O by W, very good. Vanishing is O by W. Cold cream is W by O. Right? So this is borax, beeswax, stearic acid. याद आ रहा है कुछ? Borax, beeswax, stearic acid. याद आ रहा है? Right? Then fixed oil, volatile oil. So you should know 1, 3 to 1, 1 to 1, 2 to 1, all of this ratio. Oil water gum ka ratio. Oleo gum resin, fixed oil, mineral oil, volatile oil, and this is for oleo resins. है ना? So you should know this ratio. Then Carr's index, Hausner's ratio, angle of repose, fundamental and derived properties of powders math hai. So this is also very commonly asked. You should know about this as well, right? So powders ki, this is I was talking about fundamental, derived, अच्छे से it's given surface area. So which equation is there? Do we know? Have we heard about Brett's equation? Brunet, Emmert, Teller. Brunet, Emmert, Teller. Have you heard about Brett's equation for surface area? So you should know about this. Then Frendulich and Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Right? So you should be aware about these terminologies. So optical microscopy में what is the particle size, which diameter? So ferrets. Sieving में sieve diameter, particle size. Sedimentation में Stokes diameter and Stokes law. And apparatus is Anderson's pipette apparatus. So and let's see Coulter counter apparatus, right, for particle volume measurement as well. So you should. This is Sakshi, I think so. You were not there. This is Amit Verma book by for Niper JE Explorer, and it is available. I will share this book on Google Drive. Okay. Next up, we have BCS class. So we have BCS class 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody knows. Chalo, aa jao. BCS class. Let's play with me. High permeability, high solubility. Which class? High permeability, high solubility. Which class? High solubility, low permeability. Which class? High solubility, low permeability. Which class? Very good. Thank God somebody didn't say class 12. Class 2. Nahi to I would have hit them badly. Okay. Class 2 is high permeability, low solubility, and class 4 is useless. Sub low hai. Everything is low, like Taxol. Paclitaxel, docetaxel, when we design formulation, it is very difficult because it has a low permeability as well as a low solubility. So nano formulation, liposome, is designing is very difficult. Hydrogels and all, it's ambisomes, ethosomes. There are a lot of formulations coming up in the market, transferosomes and all. So you should, that's not important on your side. You should only know the permeability, solubility, and which factor, like gastric emptying time is a factor for which BCS class. In some factors, the factor is erratic. It can be anything. है ना? So you should be knowing about these factors very well. Okay. Okay. Will we know about this? Chalo, let's play a game. Guess the drug. मेरे साथ guess the drug खेलोगे? So in this game, you have to guess the drug's name. But along with guessing the drug's name, you have to tell me the category, the uses, the mechanism, and the ADR. The category, the mechanism, the uses, and the ADR. ये सब बताना पड़ेगा तो ही. The first drug. What is this drug? What is this drug? Guess it from the figures. Let me know how many people are smart. Let me know how many people are smart. What is CL? Very good. Clopidogrel. Okay, that could be an answer, but that's not a right answer. Good attempt. Chlorine. Okay. So, okay. Is chlorine and halogen? Is chlorine and halogen? So, halo. And yes, what is this? Is this? What is this at the end? Dol. Very good. Haloperidol. Very good. So, this is what drug's name. And can somebody tell me haloperidol is what? What category? Anti? Antipsychotic. Yes. Is it typical, atypical? Is it a typical antipsychotic or an atypical antipsychotic? Typical है या atypical antipsychotic? Who said anticonvulsant? Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Why did you say anticonvulsant? Chalo. Moving ahead. We have. Is there any side effect of haloperidol? Is there any side effect of haloperidol? Yes, guys. Yes. May I know any side effect of haloperidol? May I know any side effect of haloperidol? May I know any side effect of haloperidol? एसिक्लोविर. अच्छा, पहले ही आंसर दे. स्क्रीन देखा ना मेरा, स्क्रीन देखा ना, और विदाउट स्क्रीन ओनली. साइक्लोविर. व्हाट इज इट? एंटी एंड विच वे? ओके. एंड एसिक्लोविर में व्हाट इज देयर? एसिक्लोविर में विच रिंग इज देयर? एडेनाइन, गुआनाइन, थाइमीन, साइटोसिन. एसिक्लोविर हैज विच रिंग? एसिक्लोविर हैज विच base? Acyclovir has which nucleotide base? Acyclovir has which nucleotide base? Guanine, purine है. Okay, purine में which purine I'm asking? Guanine? Yes, guanine. 8G. 8G. Acyclovir, guanine. What is this? Right answer. What is this? 4 and ये क्या है? What is this? Yes. Yes, what is this? What is this? Are we aware about this drug? Tetracycline. Very good. Tetracycline. Shabash. Tetracycline. What does tetracycline inhibit? And can you tell me the different types of tetracycline? Can you tell me the different types of tetracyclines? जल्दी से बता सकते हो? जल्दी से बता सकते हो? डॉक्सी, मिनो, डेमेक्लो, रोली tetracycline is a prodrug. Is roly tetracycline a prodrug? Oxy. Is roly tetracycline a prodrug? Yes, yes, yes. Roly tetracycline is a prodrug and tetracycline inhibits 30S ribosomal subunit. Which drug is used in Lyme's disease specifically? Lyme's disease में which cycline is used? Do we know? There is one specific cycline which is used in Lyme's disease. Is it doxycycline? Is it doxycycline? Yes, yes. Is it doxycycline? Fresh हो गए क्या? Fresh हो गए क्या? कुछ नया आया तो? I hope yes. चलो आज के लिए इतनी ही गेम्स थी. Probably next lecture में no games है ना. अब तक we have played कौन बनेगा करोड़पति, guess that अब in the last lecture only पढ़ाई, no games. ठीक है? So I hope you will remember this. चलो चलो then we can move ahead. We can move ahead है ना. चलो चलो. So this is a group of antioxidants that are responsible. So you should know the mechanism of antioxidant. Which antioxidant is acting by what mechanism? Is it acting by reducing? Is it acting by synergistic action? So you should know the examples. Like citric acid is an antioxidant, but it acts by synergistic action. Metabisulfides, sodium metabisulfides are reducing agents, but they act as antioxidants. BHT, BHA, they are widely used and they are also primary oxidants. Then you have pyragalol. Pyragalol is present in which tannins? Hydrolyzable tannins or condensable tannins? Pyragalol is present in which type of tannins? Cognosy. Pyragalol ring and catechol ring. There are two rings. Man, I had only taught you all about this, but none of you can answer. So sad, yeah. I told you also catechol ring किसमें है, pyragalol ring किसमें है, याद रखना. Condensed stable tannins. I hope we will not forget. I hope we will not forget. है ना? ना call. Okay. Okay. I hope we will not forget it. Chal. Moving ahead. Moving ahead. We have टैबलेट डिफेक्ट्स. अमन सर ने बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ा है. आई वाज आल्सो सिटिंग फॉर दैट लेक्चर फॉर अमन सर. चिपिंग, क्रैकिंग, लैमिनेशन, ऑरेंज पील इफेक्ट, मॉटलिंग है ना. यू शुड नो अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दिस, राइट, फ्रॉम व्हाई इट हैपेंस and how it can be resolved. Like reducing the compression pressure can help in reducing the entrapment of air. So it will capping and lamination में, if the crown is separated from the tablet, it is which defect? If the crown is separated from the tablet, it is which defect? Yes, capping, right answer. Capping is the right answer. Lamination में, when the term lamination comes ना, through complete separation, एक टैबलेट दो लेयर्स में डिवाइड हो जाता है. लैमिनेशन. कैपिंग में ऊपर का सर अलग होता है. ओनली द टॉप लेयर इज सेपरेटेड. इट टू डिस्टिंक्ट लेयर्स आर नॉट, यस, डिफरेंट लेयर्स. वेरी गुड. ठीक है. सो दिस शुड बी क्लियर. मॉडलिंग इज इलिक्विड कलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. Okay, opacifiers, opaquant extenders are widely used. Titanium dioxide was previously used. Now it is banned because of the carcinogenicity. And opa dry, opa lux. This is important from GPAT point of view. Opa dry, opa lux, opa spray. So opa lux is for sugar coating. Opa spray is for film coating. Opa dry is for complete coating. Sugar coating के लिए lux, film coating के लिए spray, and for complete coating opa dry. Okay. Okay. You please remember about this. Defect due to complete moisture is actually, see, there are a lot of defects like sticking and picking. So that is also occurring due to moisture. Then we have rat holing karke. So one of the reason for that is also moisture. So moisture can occur in every defect, but sticking is very common and prominent effect due to moisture, right? I hope that answers. Rest, Praveen sir can answer that, Raman sir, because they belong from the pharmaceutics department. But as far as my knowledge goes, okay. Yeah, you can drop your doubts in the comment section. And guys, हाँ, जब आप whenever you're going through, अब you are sitting live on for my lectures. But कभी ऐसा होगा that you want to see a lecture at 2x speed on YouTube at CliMed channel, and you are going through those, and you तुम्हें कोई doubt आया or something pops up, you can drop your doubts in the comments over there, है ना? We can answer your comments over there as well. So feel free to drop in your doubts over there, right? Next we have capsules. So isoelectric point पे acidic basic capsules we have from different sources: pork skin, bovine bones, है ना? There are different sources and from capsules, shells, gelatin, right? We have like vegetable gelatin, HPMC. This is a vegetable gelatin. Then you have fish gelatin, pullulan, which is a fish gelatin, right? You should know about this. And then there is bridge mirch. What is bridge mirch? Have you heard about bridge mirch? Have you heard about bridge mirch? They are important from NIPER point of view. Very, very, very important. Bridge and mirch. They are surfactants. Like you have SLS. You know, I forgot that brand name of SLS. There is one very important brand name, one of surfactants. Non-ionic, so yeah, that is type of surfactant. So bridge mirch are widely used, है ना? Because I used to teach Sutix before, 2 years back. So I used to teach students about bridge mirch. But then after that, I left Sutix, teaching Sutix, है ना? So I hope we can study about this. Next up, we have soap clay. So bentonite is known. This ये तो पूरा table I have given मेरे notes में. पूरा का पूरा table. Dakin salt, which is sodium sulfate, which is salt, calcium sulfate, है ना? All these terminologies chloramphenicol. So palmitate ka I've already mentioned. Palmitate ka I've already mentioned that it increases the palatability. Succinate ka mentioned it has increases palatability. So yeah, is wrong. This network today. Chalo, no worries. Ampicillin में we have vampis. I hope I was audible. कब तक सुना आप लोगों ने? Till when you have heard? Till when you have heard? What was the last thing you could listen? I hope आप लोगों ने सुना मैंने जो examples दिए हैं products के. If not, I'll repeat it once again. Then we have chloramphenicol, palmitate, succinate. I was telling about them. Then we have diethylstilbestrol, which is causing vaginal carcinoma as a side effect. And we have phosphosterol. Okay, calcium sulfate was the last thing you hear. Oh my God. ठीक है चलो. So next is the product example that I was talking about. So we have product a lot of good examples. Then we have melting and tea temperature. And so you should know about these conditions well. So which is condition, which is cool condition, at what is the degree. So 2 to 8 कौन सा है? 8 to 12 as well, because it is frequently asked, right? So you should know about this condition. I've already mentioned about vitamin. ये तो बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा है मैंने. Vitamin, water soluble, fat soluble, B, C complex, है ना? So these are different vitamins that you should know, right? Moving ahead, we have different kind of antibiotics, mechanism and source. So I've taught you all about this also, that just say if I talk about streptomyces norsei. So which vitamin is so which antibiotic is obtained from streptomyces nodosus or natalensis or norsei? Can somebody tell me? या category भी पता हो, that is also big. Category पता है आपको कौन से category के bacteria drugs I'm talking about? Nodosus, norsei, natalensis. Am I talking about natamycin, amphotericin B, and nystatin? Am I talking about amphotericin B, natamycin, and nystatin? which causes the pore leakage in the cell membrane. They are widely used polyene with heptine, hexine, and pentine as their structure. Antifungal, used for onychomycosis, cryptococcidiosis, sclerodiosis, right? So you should know about this. You should know about this. It's very important. है ना, this पूरा table I have mentioned with the source तो नहीं पता, but I had mentioned about which microorganism it is obtained from and which microorganism used in the assay. ये table is very, very important to all the participants. I have raised my voice because this table is like utmost important because इसमें mechanism भी है, इसमें you have everything that you need. So this is a table, total 24 columns, 24 rows are there in this table, but you should know all those 24 drugs. These are all waste. Don't study these drugs. These are not used nowadays. Spira, no. Rubido, no. So the drugs that I've cancelled, don't study about these. Paramomycin is used. Paramomycin is widely used as anti-leishmaniasis as well as for your worms. So your helminths ko bhi marta hai. Where is that drug gone? Yeah, here, paramomycin. It inhibits leishmaniasis also and it inhibits worms also, helminth. Yes. So please note about paramomycin and it is widely causing protein synthesis inhibition. Right? Nystatin I mentioned, Norsi से आता है ना. Saccharomyces, all yeast, all antifungals के evaluation के लिए yeast is used. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, whether it be nystatin, natamycin or amphotericin B, right? Amphotericin B, and Saccharomyces cerevisiae over here also. So all of them के लिए yeast is used. These tables I have shared all the tables in my PPT. It's on Drive, and this is a book that I'll share. And this table I have not made. This table, this is in the book they have made. So I will share this book. You can find. And the tables that I have made, I've already shared in the group on the slide share. Sorry, on the Google Drive. I'm gone mad today. Chalo. So diagnostic tests. We have a lot of diagnostic tests today that I've already covered. Most of the things that I'm talking today I've covered, but मैं चाहता हूँ that you revise because whatever happened in the past 7 lectures, it was so fast and those 14 hours were so quick. Like so हमने 14 घंटे में इतना सब कुछ पढ़ लिया in 20 days that we tend to forget. So that is why I'm giving all a revision in this lecture. That what has been covered. तो आपको tension. I want you to get stressed, to get pressurized. That we have covered a lot of portion. So it's your turn now. It's your time that you revise that portion. Well, so I hope that we take it positively, right? How to access the Google Drive? It is available by CliMed on the group. Please join their WhatsApp group. They will share the link probably in today's Zoom chat box or whatever. Please join their Telegram channel and please join whatever is available. Credentials. You please join there. So VDRL test, syphilis, Kahan's test, Wasserman's test, diphtheria mein we have Schick test, and Dick test is for which fever? Rohan, Vishwajit, Diksha, Satvika. Yes, Dick test is for which fever? Chintu, Rupsha, Sakshi, Manisha, Apurva. Yes, scarlet fever. Agglutination. Agglutination is a principal mechanism of which test? Principal mechanism of which? So of mechanisms, right from your opsonization to your agglutination. Opsonization, agglutination, है ना? Brucellosis के लिए the test used. Then we have Vidal test for typhoid, है ना? So all these tests are Coombs test, है ना? Brucellosis के लिए Coombs test. So you should know the mechanism. Cold hemagglutination for pneumonia. So ये सारे I've already mentioned previously. I'm revising it for you so that अगर if you in case आपका छूटा है, so you can learn back, है ना? Sorry for the low energy today. I'm really sorry. I know मेरी energy थोड़ी low है, but I'm not well and I had some very work. So I just got free at 6. So I hope that we can adjust for one lecture, है ना? Just half an hour more. Just I hope I'm audible to all of you. Correct? ये क्या हो रहा है आज? What is wrong? I hope we don't leave this. है ना? We have to be present. We have to learn. Murexide test is widely used test for uric acid. So Murexide test is also common for which cognosy drug, which type of secondary metabolite, and which category of that? Have we heard about alkaloids? And have we heard about screen sharing is not available? Are you able to see my screen now? I think so. There was some glitch. Screen sharing was stopped. Purine alkaloids like pseudo alkaloids, caffeine. Very good. Caffeine is an example, prominent example. Correct. Correct. So I hope we will remember, है ना? अच्छा, I'm writing few years. Can you tell me वो year में क्या हुआ था? 1955, 66, 85, 96, 2007, 2010, 2014, 2018. Can you tell me ये years किसके लिख रहा हूँ? I'm writing these years of what? What was specific about this year? What was specific about these years? They have one thing common. Yes, Indian pharmacopoeia, Indian pharmacopoeia, right from first pharmacopoeia in 1955 to second pharmacopoeia to third to fourth to fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Is there 10th edition of pharmacopoeia? 55, 66, 85, 96, 2007, 10, 14, 18, 22. 22 was the last year in which pharmacopoeia was the new addendum was done to pharmacopoeias, right? So I hope कि हमें याद रहेगा. So ऐसी dates you have to remember. This all dates I've already mentioned few dates as well. And so this 116 I've already told you that 116 pages are very important. These 116 these 116 pages are going to change your NIPER. Gram staining, acid fast staining. What is the difference between a gram positive and negative source? Peptidoglycan layer. That is what distinguish gram positive and gram negative. In peptidoglycan layer thick किसमें है? Peptidoglycan layer thick किसमें है? Thick peptidoglycan. Is there presence of teichoic acid as well? Is there presence of teichoic acid as well? Right? Teichoic acid भी present है क्या? Right? Teichoic acid भी present है क्या? Hope we will know about this. I hope we will know about this. Correct? Yes, gram positive. Okay. Thick peptidoglycan layer in gram positive and gram negative में thin peptidoglycan layer. Right? So I hope this is clear. Moving ahead, we have this table of immunoglobulins that I've already discussed. That what is the difference between different types of immunoglobulins and how is it important? है ना? So largest कौन सा है, abundant कौन सा है, in which one allergic, which one is causing hypersensitivity reactions. All this immunoglobulins ka you must know. You must know about these immunoglobulins. It is very, very important. Right? You should be well versed about this. This is not important. इसके आगे whatever is there is not important. So up till 100 pages you have to do. This is not important for GPAT as well as NIPER. Both. है ना? This disease, this table now. Now you have to study this table सीधा. Which disease and the defective enzyme. So phenylketonuria, alkaptonuria, which is black urine disease. Black urine disease, Leishman syndrome, Fabry's disease, Gaucher's disease, Hartnupp's disease because of tyrosine and tryptophan. This all is not important. The last three. Yeah, the first 6 diseases are very important. First 8. Please make sure you study about these diseases. Or take a screenshot. Then over here we have Leishman, maple syrup. Maple syrup is due to alpha keto acid dehydrogenase. Maple syrup urine disease is due to alpha keto acid dehydrogenase. Please note about this. Maple syrup urine disease is because of alpha keto acid dehydrogenase, right? So there are certain enzymes that are defective in certain conditions. So you should know about which enzyme is defective in which condition. That is very frequently asked. So I hope that you will make a note of this. है ना? याद रखोगे? याद रखोगे guys? भूलना नहीं है. है ना? Van Gerke's disease, this is type 1 glycogen storage disease. GSD is nothing but glycogen storage disease. So they might ask you in exam that Van Gerke disease is due to which? Is it a lysosomal storage, peroxisomal storage, glycogen storage, or glucose storage? So this is a question. You should be able to answer that it is a glycogen storage disease. So all your biochemistry mein Satyanarayan, there's a complete table Van Gorke, Pompey, Corey, Anderson, Forbes, Macard, Herr, Tarui, Faber, Farbe, Gaucher, Leishman, L. Captonura, Philitine, Cutonuria, albinism, है ना? There is all maple syrup, SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency disorder, SDI, sudden infant death syndrome. Then, है ना? All these that I just mentioned, all these are important. Abhi, we were talking about zidovudine is AZT, azidothymidyl, diadenosine में adenosine, lamivudine में cytosine, aciclovir में guanine, ganciclovir में guanine, stavudine में we have thymidine, foscarnet में we have pyrophosphate group. All of this is important, guys. All of this is important. Please don't miss a single thing from there. है ना? So that is from Amit Verma. That is it. Can I play with you all? क्या मुझे कुछ सवालों के जवाब दोगे? सवालों के जवाब दोगे? Come in the chat box, please. Yes. Can you all tell me? I will ask you all 8 questions from 8 different subjects. First question from biochemistry. Can you all tell me that in Krebs cycle, is there oxidative tell me in which cycle oxidative phosphorylation is involved? Substrate level phosphorylation. Substrate level phosphorylation is a part of which cycle? Substrate level phosphorylation is a part of which cycle? Substrate level phosphorylation is part of which cycle? पहले ही confusion. Rubella vaccine is a kind of which vaccine? Live, attenuated, inactivated, or killed? Rubella vaccine is kind of which vaccine? Rubella. Yes. Is rubella live, inactivated? Live. Very good. Can you all tell me that live, attenuated? Good. Can you all tell me that from next question is from microbiology. Can you all tell me that if I'm doing a sterilization at 80 degrees Celsius for 3 successive days for 20 minutes, which is that sterilization? Pasteurization, tyndallization, or anything else? Pasteurization, tyndallization, or anything else? If I'm doing substrate level if I'm doing sterilization at 80 degrees Celsius for 3, very good, tyndallization, which is also called as other name for tyndallization is other name for tyndallization is other name for tyndallization is correct. ठीक है, ठीक है, डन डन डन. कैन आई आस्क यू ऑल फ्यू मोर क्वेश्चंस? कैन यू ऑल टेल मी कि अगर हमारा एक टाइप ऑफ केमिस्ट्री से रिएक्शन है, केमिस्ट्री से क्वेश्चन है, अगर मेरा एक रिएक्शन है जिसमें मैं अल्फा हेलो कीटोन से कुछ बना रहा हूँ, so which is that reaction which converts alpha halo ketone into what? First of all, tell me the name of the reaction and what will it convert to? Can you all tell me? Canizaru alpha halo ketone बोला है मैंने. Alpha halo ketone. Can you all tell me? Favor sky, excellent. Favor sky reaction. I hope we will remember this. I hope we will not forget about favor sky rearrangement. Right. Next reaction is for next question is from pharmacology. Can you all tell me that uh, is there one of the NSAIDs is a prodrug? Any NSAID which is a prodrug and uske prodrug ka naam, metabolite ka naam, sorry. Any NSAID of your choice. There are 3 NSAIDs that are prodrugs, but you can tell me any NSAIDs and they are active metabolite. Just one I can tell you. Benorilic, which is having active metabolite paracetamol and aspirin. The other, can you all tell me any other? Can you all tell me any other? Yes, can you all tell me any other? Aspirin is a acetyl salicylic acid gets converted into salicylic acid. Very good. पैरासिटामोल इज अ प्रोड्रग, कब से? पैरासिटामोल का प्रोड्रग, पैरासिटामोल प्रोड्रग कब से हो गया? यस अक्षता, आई होप वी विल अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट दिस. Momento. Next question is from medicinal chemistry. Can you all tell me a drug which has a pteridine ring? A drug which is having a pteridine ring. A drug which is having a pteridine ring. जल्दी से, जल्दी से. ड्रग ट्राइमेथ्रिन, एक्सीलेंट. ट्राइमेथ्रिन एंड देयर इज वन एंटी कैंसर. क्या बात है, वेरी गुड. methotrexate. Can you all tell me a drug, next is from pharmacognosy. Can you all tell me a drug in cognosy which is obtained from, नहीं यार, I will not tell the source वरना तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा. Okay, can you tell me an anti-cancer drug which is obtained from, please listen to my question very carefully. Anti-cancer drug which is an alkaloid and which is, sorry, not alkaloid, but it is an anti-cancer drug and it is causing an polymerization of microtubules. It is microtubule damaging, but it is cancer drug. And I'm 100% sure that you will say wrong answer. Yes, yes, 100%. देखा, I knew it. I so damn knew it कि सारे के सारे गलत जवाब देंगे. विनक्रिस्टिन पॉलीमराइजेशन बढ़ाता है या पॉलीमराइजेशन कम करता है? Vincristine polymerization causes depolymerization. The right answer was taxanes. Taxane is a naturalization, right? Polytexyl dopetyl, yes. Etoposide is a topoisomerase 2 inhibitor. It has got no role in microtubule damaging. It is placed with DNA and RNA, central dogma. सो हो गए. जुरिस्प्रूडेंस से भी एक पूछ लेता हूँ, है ना. आई हैव टोटल 8 सब्जेक्ट्स, तो मैं 8 सब्जेक्ट का 8 एक सवाल पूछना बनता है मेरा. इट इज माय राइट टू आस्क यू ऑल, राइट. जुरिस्प्रूडेंस से कैन यू टेल मी एन एक्ट that was introduced in the year 1955? There were 2 acts. Can you tell me the act introduced in year 1955? Which acts were introduced? Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. No, no, no. MTP was in 1971. Yes, very good. These are the right answer. Factory Act and Medical Toilet Preparation. Correct. So in the next and the last lecture, है ना, थोड़ा emotional हो जाओ, मेरा last lecture होगा. So in that we will be completing 3 classification, which is diabetes, cancer, and antibiotics. And we will also see few important parts. So ये जो है PDF, I will show you this today only. And we will also discuss the syllabus according to the Inamdar. We will also discuss the syllabus according to the Pearson and Inamdar, है ना. All those subjects के ये सब topics है. Now we all know that these are the topics, but इस topic से कितना पढ़ना है, क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है. I'll be teaching 1 hour this and 1 hour of pharmacology. So please don't miss my next lecture. But before that we end, let me quickly let you go through this particular thing, which is simplest route to crack GPAT. So this is a 23 page PDF. This is prepared by me. मेरा personal है ये, so no copyright, nothing. So please make sure, and it is also available on my, मेरा खुद का YouTube channel भी है, Best Pharmacy Tips and Tricks, or you can type my name. So I have uploaded this as well, and CliMed also, it is there on the Google Drive, so you can share, check out this as well. So please go through all these topics, right from pilot plant to ANDA, INDA filing to QBD to product life cycle and BCG matrix from management, because marketing se bhi question aate hain, difference between marketing and selling, promotion strategy, pricing strategy, है ना. Next up we have ये है different subjects. So I've divided it subject wise कि कौन सा subject में कौन सा चीजें पढ़ना है. So in this PDF you will find all the things that you have studied, like in biochemistry and PPPK. So in biochemistry and PPPK, protein, carbohydrate, lipid का classification, chemical test, cycles, enzyme kinetics, central dogma. From biopharmaceutics, compartment modeling, linear and non-linear, active, passive, transport, है ना, symport, antiport, facilitated, carrier-mediated, ion pair port transport, BABE studies. Next up, cosmetics and cosmeceuticals with all this specification, Bureau of Indian Standards, antiperspirants, sunscreen, VAT. Sunscreen may study about the formula for sun protection factor. How do we calculate SPF 30 and 50? Please study this. This is very, very important, guys. Don't leave the lecture. Bus last 2 minutes. Bus last few minutes. Don't leave the lecture. So ADR, metabolism, antidotes. This is all from pharmacology. Yes, pharmacology. ADR, metabolism, antidotes, types of receptors, agonist, partial agonist, inverse agonist, which drugs require therapeutic drug monitoring, PTC, pharmacy and therapeutic committee. Can I tell me pharmacy and therapeutic committee में who is the secretary and who is the chairman? फार्मासिस्ट क्या होता है? चेयरमैन होता है या सेक्रेटरी होता है? और डॉक्टर क्या होता है? डॉक्टर क्या होता है पीटीसी कमिटी में? दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ जीपैट, ठीक है, फार्मेसी एंड थेराप्यूटिक कमिटी पे. दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ जीपैट. yes, doctor is the chairman, pharmacist is the secretary. excellent. pharmacist is pc, ds, sd card use करते हो ना? So pharmacist is the chairman, secretary. So yes, is important. Then jurisprudence and quality assurance. So from that again, DTA, BDCC, form numbers, schedules, ICH form numbers. I think so. I will share one PDF, handwritten notes. It is of Praveen sir. He has made notes of which form number are important. So we will share that as well on the Google Drive. And so you can get back to over there. Then we have NABL, National Accreditation Board for Laboratory, ISO, International Organization for Standardization, NPPA. इसका बस full form पता होना चाहिए and function, है ना? That is important. Like they might ask you that which is the organization that carries out accreditation for laboratories to carry out testing. So you should know it is NABL. Option में ISO भी होगा, NABH भी होगा. So you should be able to classify. Then we have from chemistry, radioactivity, isomerism, name reactions, qualitative tests, one and all. This is important. From microbiology, biotechnology, vaccine, sterilization, diagnostic tests, staining, microscopy. So light field, phase contrast microscopy, and TEMSEM, transmission electron microscopy, scanning electron microscopy, and bright field and dark field microscopy. Study about these microscopy का use. Only प्रिंसिपल मत पढ़ो. ओनली स्टडी द यूज ऑफ दिस माइक्रो फील्ड फेज टेम सेम सब आएगा, सब आएगा. फर्मेंटेशन नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. ब्लड प्रोडक्ट्स नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. एंजाइम मोबिलाइजेशन, ठीक है, इतना नहीं है. पीसीआर, दिस वाज इम्पोर्टेंट. दिस वाज एक्चुअली अ पीडीएफ मेड फॉर 6 months preparation. I had made from that aspect, but since now we just have 35 days left, so whatever I'm marking, I'm telling is all you can do. UVI NMR mask तो करना ही है. HPLC-GC is compulsory. Nephlotubinometry, next rest all you can leave. मतलब if you अगर नहीं किया है तो ठीक है, वरना मेरे सर पे बोलोगे कि सर इससे क्वेश्चन आ गया, you had told. It is not that important, है ना? फार्मास्यूटिकल इंजीनियरिंग से फ्लो ऑफ फ्लूइड, बर्नौलीज थ्योरम, रेनॉल्ड्स नंबर. अच्छा, रेनॉल्ड्स नंबर अगर 0.2 से कम है या 2000 से कम है तो इज इट अ स्ट्रीमलाइन फ्लो और इज इट अ टर्बुलेंट फ्लो? Is it a streamlined flow or is it a turbulent flow? If the value is less than 2000 and the ratio value is 0.2, streamlined flow, very good. Laminar flow, very good. And Reynolds number is a ratio of inertial forces to viscous forces या viscous forces to inertial forces? बताओ 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 बताओ. Inertial forces to viscous forces या viscous forces to inertial? Very good. Inertial forces to viscous. Solids and all these topics, PD formulation, NDDS. So you should revise these topics now, है ना? This is, I think so, HAP से है. Yes, HAP तो leave only. अभी तो बिल्कुल हाथ मत लगा. Cognosy से shikimic acid pathway, acetate mevalonate pathway, acetate malonate pathway, वत्ता पित्ता कफा त्रिदोषा त्रिगुणा पंचमहाभूता सप्त धातु वात्ती. Then all those Avaleha, Leha, Ayurvedic formulation, Yin Yang theory of China, Hippocrates theorem, Hippocrates theorem, Pythagorean theorem, Unani medicine, Siddha medicine, all those का principle you should know. Principle आना ही चाहिए. Like if I talk about dry, hot, wet, ये सब किसके हैं, ये सब किसके प्रिंसिपल है? ड्राई हॉट एंड ड्राई, हॉट एंड ह्यूमिड। जैसे ये तो कंडीशंस भी आईसीएच स्टेबिलिटी के, अगर याद हो तो, ट्रॉपिकल, सब ट्रॉपिकल, टेम्परेट, बट ऑल दीज कंडीशंस आर according to which so blood phlegm on this four principles: black bile, yellow bile, blood and phlegm. Done, done. So this is a PDF that you should study. So this PDF also I will upload, and it's also there on my YouTube channel. है ना, मेरा नाम टाइप करोगे तो आ जाएगा. So there you can see. So I've made a series on this as well over there. So if you want to hear once again, you can go there on. Any other doubts? Any other doubts that we have? If not, then we can drive link. It will be shared in the WhatsApp group. It will be shared in the WhatsApp group once again. Don't worry. है ना? If nobody has any doubts, then we can end. And मेरा जो अगला lecture होगा, it will be on Saturday, or sorry, Sunday. So Sunday morning 10 to 12. Please don't miss that lecture. Anything you can miss, but don't miss that lecture. It's going to be very, very important. Please. It is going to be the last lecture of CliMed teaching. Right? 20 lectures will be completed. It will be 21st lecture. But don't miss that. Don't miss that. ठीक है, चलो then. Bye. Have a good day. Samriddhi ma'am, Siddesh sir, are you there? Ajit sir, anybody? So that we can stop, or we can end, I think so. Okay, chalo.